Hi Sagittarius, this is Madhura, and this is your reading for 19th February through February 28th. Okay, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And this could be, because it's a general reading, the energies could be reversed. Okay, so you could be watching it for a particular person to figure out a certain situation between you two, and I will be talking to you as if you are feeling these things, but maybe the other person is. All right. Also, how I pull these readings is basically I shuffle the deck, okay, off screen, and then as I'm shuffling the deck, I make sure that I let the universe know that this reading is for Sagittarius for the dates February 19th through 28th. And then as I start asking questions, whatever cards fall out of the deck as I'm shuffling, those are the answers for those questions. All right. So first of all, I have your essence here, Sagittarius. So the essence is of the star, right? So what a beautiful essence to have is the woman is naked, so she's completely comfortable with herself, with her, not just physically but also spiritually. Okay, she feels like she's in a good spot right now. She can understand herself, she can connect with herself. Okay. In the star card, one of her foot is in the water and the other is on land. So water represents this our spiritual side. Okay, it represents sort of the our connection to the beyond. Okay, not just our physical selves, not just our physical surroundings, but to our spiritual surroundings, our spirit guides, God, the universe, whatever we want to call it. Okay, you have a good sense of something bigger than you existing, something existing that is your higher self, maybe. Yeah. And even in your physical form, you have a good sense of how to connect with that part of you, that part of the universe. Okay, and even though it looks like this person's pouring with two jars, one in the pond and one on the earth, it's silly to pour in the pond, right? The pond already has enough water in it. So this is actually reversed. The woman is spiritually evolved enough to be able to pull intuitively, emotionally, pull from her spiritual world and then invest in her physical world. Okay, that's what land represents. Land represents our physical aspects, our earthly, our life in the earthly realm. So you have developed a good sense of that, you have developed a good balance in that. It could also be that in your gut, deep within you, you know you are born to be a star. Okay, you're not just comfortable with your surroundings and yourself, but you're comfortable with the fact, or you find comfort in the fact that you're here to do something special, or you are someone special. You're not just an ordinary person. Okay, and you almost have this like innate knowing of that. All right. So that's your essence, Sagittarius. That's your default setting. That's who you are deep within yourself. In your current situation, there's the death card reversed. Okay, so the death card in tarot doesn't really mean like physical death, but what it means is a change, a transition into a phase that you haven't experienced yet. Okay, so the death card reversed means that you are resisting some form of change. Okay, you are sort of because the devil is present in your challenge position. With the death card reversed in your current situation, it feels like your ego mind or your intellect is resisting some sort of a change that is actually going to be really beneficial for your spiritual self. All right. And of course it's difficult to embrace change, right? Regardless of how much we meditate, how spiritually evolved we are, of course when we are living in a world that is in a 3D world, which is so earthly, which is so tangible, right? It's hard to sort of be like, I can't see why this change is good for me right now, but I'm willing to wait. Okay, that takes a new kind of patience, that takes a very evolved sort of energy. Okay, and that's why you're probably resisting this change, that you just can't see the benefits right now, but because your essence is a star, I feel like you will come around to it. Okay, with this question, I usually ask this question based on the current situation, and I asked what is going to be your biggest abundance. If this change, some sort of a change that is coming to you right now, is bothering you so much right now that you're resisting it subconsciously, probably not even consciously, what is it that your biggest abundance is? What can make you feel comfortable with this change? And I got the 10 of wands. Okay, 10 of wands is a beautiful card to have. Wands is a suit of passion, fire, drive, what fuels you. Okay, and I feel like in that department you're completing something, you're finishing a job. Okay, maybe the resistance is that this job is finishing. Okay, it's hard to end things, right? It's hard to part ways with something that you've spent so much time prepping for, that you've spent so much time and energy, that you've put your blood and sweat in to complete it, right? The entire reason we start things is usually because we want to take it to completion. We don't want something to just keep going on in spirals, right? And the 10 of wands is that card. 10 is the number of completion, and wands is something to do with your passion, your drive, and the 10 of wands with the death card reversed means that you are resisting finishing something. Okay, and it's almost as if you're resisting finishing it because you don't want it to go away, you don't want it to end. But I feel like the 10 of wands is going to be your blessing. I asked what's going to be your biggest abundance, what's going to be your biggest blessing, and I think it's the completion of whatever it is that you're resisting. Okay, with the 10, the person is really exhausted. It feels like they're all alone in this. They have to they've come so far, but this last little walk to the town is feels like it's hard for them to finish right now. But just imagine, even exhausted, how relieved is this person going to be once they get to the town and they can just drop their 10 wands on the ground and they just don't have to carry it anymore. Okay, what you're not realizing in this resistance is that you're still burdened by those 10 wands. Okay, it's wonderful to be passionate, it's wonderful to be driven, but is the passion serving you uh, still, or has it already served you? Have you already learned the lesson you had to learn? Have you already walked the path that that passion was leading you on? And are you not now just dragging the process because you're so scared of reaching the destination, because you just don't know what's next? Okay, so excuse me, that's what I feel like this reverse death card in your current situation means, is you're having a hard time getting into the town and putting that burden down. Okay, and you've earned it, you've carried that burden for a long time. It's helped you evolve, it's helped you grow, it's helped you maybe become someone, or take your passion to the next level. Now it's time to release it, release the burden, release the dead weight, and sort of renew yourself and move on to the next project. Okay, that's what it's saying. With the devil card in the challenge position, it is talking about your ego mind sort of making you feel like you're stuck in this situation, like it's never gonna end. But if you look at these people, their hands are not tied, they're free. The chains around their neck are very loose, and they can just literally use their hands and remove those chains that they feel tied by. Okay, devil usually represents the ego. We think we are in a good position spiritually, we think we are all sorted out, but with the devil present here in the challenge position, your biggest challenge is right now to realize that you don't have to be dependent on your ego, you don't have to be dependent on your ego to protect you. Okay, you don't have to use it for survival, you don't need it. It's okay to let go, it's okay to release yourself from those the bondages. Okay, you're not going to be hurt, or there is no threat around you if you allow this release, if you allow this change. Okay, that's in your challenge position. And your biggest advice again is you can stop struggling. Okay, your biggest advice is to stop struggling, to stop feeling as if you're standing in the middle of a storm, you're standing in the middle of a crisis or a conflict. You're not, you've moved past it. And if you just look here, when the five of pentacles gets reversed, the first thing you see are the pentacles. Okay, so your abundance is right in front of you. All you have to do is stop struggling, stop, change your mindset from. So see, five is a number of conflict or crisis. Okay, but it could also be seen as a number of the turning point. Okay, so you can either go back to 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, or you can move up to 6. And I feel like the fact that the 5 of pentacles is reversed in your advice section, I feel like it's really important to understand for you that you're not bound by your lack, but you're actually allowed to move forward with your blessings. All right, you're not lacking anymore. It's a blessing. This change is a blessing. This challenge position devil, letting it go, releasing your stresses is a blessing. This 10 of wands, this putting this dead weight down is a blessing. And all of this together is going to bring you back to your essence, which is the star, which you've earned, which you deserve. All right, Sagittarius. This is probably the shortest reading I've had, but it's just so clear here. It's all laid out. It's all making sense together. So yeah, this is your tarot reading, and let's find some guidance from the angels. Okay. Two cards fell out. Let me pick up the other one. So giving and receiving in law of attraction. All right. Sagittarius, I do feel like this is about it's pointing to your mindset, to your perspectives, okay? And this is all about perspectives anyway. The devil in the challenge position, 5 of pentacles reversed in the advice position. It's all about mindsets and perspectives. The 10 of wands in the main answer position, it is all talking about changing your perspectives, changing your mindset, not worrying about this change because you're putting something down, but actually realizing what kind of a relief it's going to give you once you put that burden down. Okay, changing your perspective from just because I think I'm bound doesn't mean I'm bound. I control my own life. I can release myself. I don't have to be dependent on the devil, or I don't have to be dependent on whoever, my partner, romantic partner, business partner, friend, family member. You don't have to depend on them to release yourself, okay? You don't have to believe you're lacking something, because you're not. You're actually full of blessings and abundance, okay? So with the giving and receiving, it's saying the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. The angels send this card to you because your giving and receiving ratio has been out of balance lately. If you've been giving much more than you've been receiving, you've likely been feeling that others are taking advantage of your kindness. If your imbalance is in receiving more than giving, you may have felt uneasy, depressed, or even guilty. While it's possible to perfectly balance giving and receiving each day, you can strike a healthy balance. To do so, make sure to give something like time, money, a gift, or compliments on a daily basis without expecting anything in return. On the same day, be a gracious receiver to unexpected offers of help, compliments, or other gifts. Say thank you without embarrassment or guilt. In relationships where you're the primary giver, express your needs and ask for help. Additional meanings: in your relationships, make sure you both give and receive. The situation you're asking about requires balanced male and female energies. The balanced male and female energies don't have to be a heterosexual relationship with a male partner and a female partner. We all have divine feminines and divine masculines within us, and the quickest way to find balance out in your outside world is to find that balance within yourself. Okay, is to find the balance of giving and receiving between your inner divine masculine and divine feminine, and then see it reflect in the outside world as well. All right. To receive, first you must give. Tithe whatever it is you need more of: time, money, items, and so on. So, tithing is a process of giving 10% of whatever you have to charity, okay, donating it. If you're looking for more time, then use 10% of your time, 10% of your energy to help someone who's in need. If it's money that you feel like you're lacking, then when you have when you get some form of a check, when you get your income, tithe 10% of it to someone in need, and see your abundance grow as well. All right. Affirm: I now receive good graciously into my life. All right. Also, like, it's important to understand, Sagittarius, that this putting down this burden is not about just putting down these heavy 10 wands. Okay, it's also about making sure that when you put it down, because you can put it down right here, right, but then that's not going to help. Whoop. Wow, that was aggressive. um Putting down these, let's say, wood, right? Let's say this town excuse me, let's say this town functions on wood energy. Okay, when it comes to, they get all their fire from it, they get all their warmth from it. So if you put down this burden right here, you're not really fulfilling your purpose, right? If you carry this to the town and you put it down there, then the people from the town are going to be going to be able to benefit from you putting this burden down as much as you are going to be able to benefit from it. Okay, so I feel like that's the balance of giving and receiving that you need to achieve, is not hold on. Realize that when you're holding on to something, maybe a project that you don't want to end because you don't know what your next project is, you're not just making it hard for yourself, but you're also not serving someone else, because someone else could be benefiting from that project, and because you're not releasing it, they are unable to benefit from it just as much as you are unable to benefit from releasing it. Okay. So that's that, and then let's see what the law of attraction guidance card has to say. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Okay, if you stay in this upright Five of Pentacles energy, or if you stay in this Devil energy where your mindset is so um, uh, stubborn, you have a stubborn mindset about lacking so much or being bound by so much, that's going to really affect what you're attracting for your future. Okay, so instead of that, if you can shift your mindset just a little bit, and this Five of Pentacles has come out reversed, so I feel like you're already past that point you're feeling, where you're feeling that lack, but you're not yet at a point where you're also able to see your abundance. And changing that mindset and seeing the abundance even in the smallest things around you is really going to help your journey. Okay. um, the angels gave you this card as a reminder that law of attraction can help you improve the situation you're inquiring about. Complaints and worry only attract more of the same. Okay, with the Devil energy and the Five of Pentacles present, there is going to be a lot of complaining and worrying. And sometimes we get so good at all of that that we just convince ourselves that, oh, I'm not complaining, I'm just venting to make space, to release my stress. But the line between complaining and venting is usually very thin, and if we get farther away from ourselves, then it's going to be harder to see that. Okay, Sagittarius. um yeah, complaints and worry only attract more of the same. So elevate your thoughts with the help of the angels to attract what you desire. Several times a day, imagine that the situation was presently healed and perfectly manifested. Feel gratitude that it is already so in spirit, which is the first part of attracting the material aspects of the situation. So you already have the star card in your essence, Sagittarius. This is not going to be difficult for you at all. Sitting down, daydreaming, imagining that everything that you're lacking right now is resolved for you, or everything that you feel like you're bound by right now, it's already released. Okay, just imagine that. Just imagine the relief you're going to feel when you put these 10 wands down. Just imagine the relief you're going to feel when you get yourself out of this bondage, the empowerment it's going to make you feel. And it will happen. You will find ways to empower yourself. Okay. uh, the additional meanings for this card are: think about your desires and avoid worrying or complaining. Rise up to the level of the type of person you wish to attract. As your spiritual energy increases, you will find yourself less attracted to lower energies in relationships and situations. This is normal, and the angels can help you deal with these endings and beginnings. All right, so that's your angel guidance. Let's see what the door has for you. Oh, okay. Intuition. Simple, complex, words of pain or that heal. You come to know truth by the way it feels. Okay, the other door. Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are, all things that are lost, so can be found. Okay, what is it that you feel like you're lacking right now? Because in your reading, you're not lacking that much. So are you really lacking as much as you think you are, or are you just feeling like that? Are you just feeling like that because you're focusing on it? Okay, so, and can you shift your focus, and can that change for you then? Okay, goddess, healing feminine energy. Okay, sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. The star and the sun. Sagittarius, I feel like you're actually in a really good position. I don't want to dismiss your worries. I don't want to make them smaller than you feel like they are right now. But I honestly feel that you're in a really good position, and all you have to do is change your perspective and look at what's good, and then you're going to be able to see just your vision's going to expand, and it's really going to change the way you're looking at life right now, and it's really going to change what's coming next. Okay, so that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. And I hope it helps. If it resonates, please hit like, share and subscribe. Comment below and let me know what resonated, what didn't. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.